So, Lata, we were waiting for you. Our Bhatt was
Okay.
waiting for you because I told him that you are going to come to office. Anyway, no worries.
Okay, fine.
How is she doing now?
She is fine, but today also she didn't go to school.
Okay.
So I thought I should stay at home.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yep.
Anyway. So, what do we do? Yeah, but you had a question.
1 minute. Yesterday I had a question of continuation of yesterday's discussion.
Correct.
Then, yeah. Do you remember what was that my question? It takes some time to recall.
No, I was
You
telling...
said there are some steps you said. To reach
Correct.
that.
Correct, Vilas. You said we will discuss today those steps.
No, what I wanted to tell you is there are two ways of looking.
Yeah, before that, just to update Lata, I have gone through the video. It is a very interesting video, but it's the same thing what I have been listening since many years now. Because these people are all talking to the public, and generally they tone down their the what you call going deeper into that. So for me, it is like an intellectual debate. And if you finally both they talk the same, it's like half empty or half full, or one person talking from Purnatva, another person talking about Shunyatva, and finally both are same essence.
Right.
That Atman, everybody agrees, it is there. Yeah, and my requirement now today is, and today means in future is, no need of those discussions further. It is only practice. Like, the first step was me visiting there during the weekend. I know that. Now, see, I understood visiting what I should do. Others I wouldn't have known also. Now I know what I should do. Like that clarity will keep coming and there will be progress. I'm just looking at that progress. And then we will be like independent. Then it will get internal message will come that what I should do next. But initially it is required. Somebody should hold cycle till fully balanced is done. Balancing is done.
Yeah, correct.
That is my idea. Vedanta or anything which is coming, it may be only for Chitta Shuddhi, giving a peace of mind. Like Vilas mentioned, I like maybe looking at some Veda hearing or looking at some deity. He said that, okay, start from there. That's a good point. If that background is not there, he will say directly go here. Okay, this is generally, this kind of inputs doesn't conflict anything anywhere. Once we know that, okay, that is not required, it will automatically drop.
Yep.
So I want to do it a little more focused way and spend time. Whatever I gain from there, I use in my day-to-day life, home or here, both. Yes, Vilas, now maybe you can go ahead.
No, where we stopped is there are two ways of looking at it. One way of looking at it is from top down, another way of looking at it is bottoms up.
Yes.
In a top down approach, it is open, so there are no steps. In the bottoms up, there are steps. That's all.
Yeah.
That is where we ended, and you wanted to know this side and that side, so we didn't take it further, and time also was not there. So instead of confusing yourself, what you need to do is you need to just focus on the breath. See, let's first understand what is this awareness we are talking about. So that is the best starting point, or what you should expect when you say I am aware. So there are two kinds of awareness. The one kind of awareness is when I am identifying that object and I am able to say that this object is so and so. That is an awareness. So whenever it comes in front of my eyes, or whenever I hear, whenever I taste, whenever I touch, and whenever I smell, that object is identified in a proper way, that I become aware of that object by its nomenclature, by its designation, by its feelings, by its whatever attributes it is showing. So just to take an example, that I make somebody as a daughter, even though I don't have a daughter. So whenever that girl comes, immediately the awareness says that here is your daughter. So that is one awareness, knowing. So I know that this is my daughter because I have named her as a daughter, even though I never had a daughter in my life. I have only son, I don't have a daughter, but still I can make somebody as a daughter and start to believe that I have a daughter. Right. Is that the correct awareness? You tell me.
That is perceived.
No, that is correct, but that is also part of awareness only, right? So when that object comes, I'm identifying it as a daughter instead of a girl.
I think from Vyavaharika that is right, but Paramarthika that is, we should not connect.
No, wait. We'll not jump into Paramarthika right now. So first, let's understand what is this awareness. So I know that she is my daughter.
Okay.
Because I have named it. So the question I need to ask Viveka is she my daughter?
Viveka, no.
Yeah, so isn't it the wrong awareness? Or isn't it the awareness? Which is true? Is it a wrong awareness or is it a just awareness?
Okay. Now I will argue from other side. Awareness means understanding the truth. Awareness. The moment you do, when that awareness, when you start doing from your mind, it immediately changes its shape to this one, the worldly. But behind that, the true awareness is true only. I don't think there is something different there. It is awareness. Knowing is awareness. After knowing, taking into mind, and when you process and say that it's my daughter, then you lose the awareness and you are in the other illusion world.
Okay, let me ask you another question. So I shared this with Lata yesterday. So for her it would be a repetition, but then we will see what is prajna, wisdom and awareness and all that. So let's have some fun. So what happened is that I have a friend which you know that he does this writing and he is doing the Sarva Priyananda's lectures in Canada. So he is doing that. Now he had come to my home. Okay. And we were supposed to, he wanted me to go along with him to somebody's home. And at somebody's home, that person had called my friend for a lunch. And he wanted me to get introduced to this gentleman because he gets Babaji, that Mahavatar Babaji, who is from the Kriya Yoga. So his wife gets in whatever form, and then she transmits that to her husband, whom we wanted to meet, or whom my friend wanted to meet. And he gave me a complete description about what I will get by coming. So then I said, okay. So I had following things to do on Saturday. I had to do something for my mother-in-law. Then I was supposed to go to a dentist appointment, which was there. And there were two things, and this collided with this meeting of what my friend was proposing. So I put a priority of what my mother-in-law wanted to do, but I gave a lesser priority to the dentist appointment because I don't have any pain or anything. Only that a dentist wanted to see once how it has come up. And then going to their home. Now, by the time I finished my work of my mother-in-law, then this friend of mine has called another 2 more people to join. And they agreed to join, and then instead of my two-wheeler, he suggested that why don't I take my car. So when I went to his home, I was surprised to hear that we are not going by two-wheeler, but we are now going by car, and I had to take out the car. And we were to drive for around 14 kilometers to Rajarajeshwari Nagar and also reach by 1:30 for lunch. So it was almost 12 o'clock. So generally it takes 45 minutes in traffic. So anyway, we reached. And after going there was of no use because we never spoke about that Babaji nor anything happened. We just happily had a lunch prepared by his daughter, and she did it very well, and we all thanked and came back. So while coming back, I asked my friend, what was the purpose of this entire travel? What did we gain? He said meeting him was the most important gain. So I told him that, look, you might have gained, but other 3 people, see, for what you said, we never discussed that topic. And we just had lunch and just had some unnecessary worldly talks, and we came back. If I were to have lunch, I would have had lunch at home. So why I brought this example is, here there is no awareness, and there's also wisdom is also not there. Okay, so then I told him in the car, the next time onwards I will have wisdom. That means prajna, which is also part of awareness. So if you have awareness, then you have wisdom. If you don't have awareness, there is no wisdom. In awareness, you get that wisdom, you get a worldly wisdom, or you get the alaukika, out of the world wisdom. But both are awareness only. Now, what is wrong with this awareness? Can you tell me? This is again awareness. If you say true, yes, it is true that awareness doesn't have anything. But is there anything wrong with this awareness of what I did? Lata, you can also take your turn to say.
Let Lata start. We understand.
You have already told, right? So there is no point in me telling.
I know that, but to help,
Yeah, so actually, somebody told you about some Babaji, and then you thought, okay, you are going to get something, so you went. So that time, you are not in awareness at all, actually, that awareness. You are aware of that worldly things, but not aware of the real, in the real sense.
exactly.
To see what is happening. So you just went with the flow, in your own words. It went with the flow and not really mindful of it. And then just went ahead, and then you went with the expectation. And then that's also not right, going with an expectation. And then the expectation was not met, and then you felt, okay, what was the purpose? So that means all throughout you didn't have any awareness.
Yes.
If you had awareness, first of all, you may not have even gone, or even if you had gone also, it would have been, you would have enjoyed. If nothing happened, you would have come back. I would have gained nothing and lost nothing. You just would be in that only. So that is the thing. So since you are not in awareness, you first of all got that expectation. Okay, I'm going to gain something, and you learned something about Babaji and so on. So you got attracted, and then you went. If you had that awareness, that point of time, you would have thought, okay, you may have gone or you may not have gone, but that would have been with awareness. As immaterial, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you could have used that opportunity to do it in a different way. Even if you are gone, I think it doesn't matter whether you go or you don't go. It's not that it's a waste of time or not a waste of time, like you were telling yesterday. So you could have used that opportunity in a different way and still be in that awareness, even if you are gone.
No, it's like this. there is now the Viveka has to be used. See,
Yes.
I was in awareness, I didn't get involved, but then it was, I was seeing that poor girl who had to prepare so much of food. It was meant for only my friend and her father and herself, and now another three people joining.
Three. Yes.
She has to prepare, and she is working here, but they stay in another place. They stay in Kashi. So that poor girl had to prepare for other three, just because my friend called them up saying that if I am supposed to come, I am going to bring another three people. So out of obligation. So what I felt is that even though I went with awareness or did not go with awareness, if I look at this whole situation, there was no Viveka used.
Yeah, correct. That way, if you look, yes, no Viveka use. Otherwise, if you don't, you wouldn't have gone only.
Yes, because the thing is, what is that I need to know? Is it any beneficial to me or is it any beneficial to them? So yesterday I was reflecting upon this and I got this two questions which I need to ask for myself for everything I do. Is it going to be beneficial for me for liberation, or is it going to be beneficial for the other party?
Yes.
In some way, need not be from liberation or bondage perspective, but there is some work to be done, so you go and do that work and come back. So let's put this example on office. Is it going to be bondage or is it going to be liberation? One. And is it going to help someone or it is not going to help someone? So if I practically see, if I don't get attached to any project or anything that is happening, then it doesn't create any bondage.
Yep.
Fine. So that question is answered. Is it going to help the other person? So it is going to help ABB. So till it helps ABB, I will be there in ABB. Fine. So that Viveka has been there. So now I need to be there in that awareness. What is this awareness? I need to be there. At every moment, I need to see that nothing is being taken by the mind saying that I am doing this, I am doing that, etc. Because that becomes bondage. And whatever the work has been given to me, I should be able to fulfill that to the best of the ability without taking anything personally. That's all I need to do. So, what's the difference between the other awareness and this awareness? If I were to see, in this awareness, I need to be aware, knowing what is happening. In that other awareness, I am only looking at the worldly things because I have already categorized them. So as long as that object is going to come to me, I am associated with that object. And that gives me happiness or sorrow or whatever it is going to give me. Whereas in this awareness, there is neither happiness nor sorrow. What do you think? Make sense?
Can I put it this way? In worldly awareness, it is you have all worries, pain, pleasure, everything. When it is a true awareness, you are part of that Purnata. Blissful.
Yes.
Whether you have results coming in or not, you are having blissful.
Yes, because I'm not taking anything or I'm not doing anything.
But now see, both are awareness.
Yes.
Do we need to separate awareness like that? But awareness is always only that one, purity. This is something like a reflected one, or this is something, reflected one, I can say.
No,
like a mirror. If my mirror image is not good, why I should be unhappy? Because there can be anything. Mirror itself is broken.
No, it's not like
What
that.
is important is my true form, right?
Correct.
There I have no issues.
Yes. So now, and that's the reason I'm again and again bringing this awareness. We have to understand what is awareness. So
Yes.
the meaning of being aware means to know. That's all. If you think there is any other definition to say what is being aware, you can tell me.
No, to know means I will use the word to know is only for pure awareness. For worldly awareness, which is what that we have constructed within our mind, that is not called awareness. That is just information.
No, it's not like that. See, then you tell me one thing. When you come into the ABB gate, aren't you aware that it is ABB? Or you think it is just an information?
See, for me, I keep that in my mind that this is worldly awareness.
No, that is fine. That you have categorized. But when you really see ABB, or when you really see some person whom you recognize, that recognition itself is awareness, right?
Yeah.
So if you are recognizing me, that means you are becoming aware that my name is so and so.
Correct.
So that is awareness or not?
Yeah, but for me, labeling that as awareness and the pure what you are talking is also awareness, both cannot be same. That is my argument here.
No, that is correct. Both are not the same.
It is some form of information, and I have sensed it properly. Information.
No, wait. I think you are.
Okay, I will also one question. Awareness of what? Material?
No. Awareness of the object.
Awareness of the object. Yes. That's awareness of object. Correct.
Yeah. So let's first start with the basic thing. So when somebody comes and stands in front of you, are you aware or are you not aware? So there will be state.
If I give attention, I am aware.
So now you are coming into attention. So we spoke about the other day how many different things we do in an interaction. Correct. So if you really see, we do many things. First, we get into aware. Then we get into attention. Then we get into focus. All happening automatically. They all are separate things.
Yes.
But they all seem to happen automatically.
Yes.
Then I become conscious of that person seeing me or talking to me and all that. Then I am having a mindfulness of that discussion or whatever I am seeing. So that everything else will disappear.
Yes.
Correct. So awareness is not attention. Correct.
No.
Attention is not focus, and focus is not consciousness, and consciousness is not mindfulness.
Yes.
But all taken together, you get a conscious experience.
Yes.
All taken together. So being aware, being attentive, being focused, being conscious, being mindfulness give you that conscious experience that you did something. All added together. But awareness as awareness is always pure.
Okay.
Okay.
I think so far I was talking about all together.
Yes.
Conscious experience.
So the awareness what we are talking, if we were to talk from a very spiritual angle, is like the light which falls on the room. It's not bothered about the objects in the room. Can we get into that stage? And that is true awareness.
But here in this exercise, attention to awareness, to focus, to consciousness, to mindfulness, to finally, we are having conscious experience. Awareness is already there. Are you talking about leave all other things and have only awareness?
No, wait for a second. See, but let us take a practical example.
Yes.
Very practical. Okay. So now I meet you. Object has come. So becomes aware.
Yes.
And that changes to attention.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So after attention, what happens? You focus on a particular thing.
Mm.
What is this particular thing? How do I know that you are but?
Yes.
I have made an image in the mind that when this object comes,
Mm.
it is called as but.
Mm.
Then immediately I get a conscious experience that this is but.
Correct.
Now I am mindful of what but is talking.
Yes.
For all the remaining four, awareness is required.
Yes.
But the problem is it is distorted.
Mm.
Got the point?
Mm.
So what am I seeing? What I should be seeing and what am I seeing?
Mm.
I should not be seeing but at all.
Mm.
But what am I seeing?
You are seeing image, but and all that.
Yes. So I have now come to memory.
Yeah, raga dvesha immediately will come based on
So this
experience.
is what is worldly awareness is all about.
Yes.
So awareness is same, is pure, but it gets distorted,
Yes.
corrupted.
Yeah, it's like a distorted image, right?
Yes, it is a distorted image. Now I have to clean it up, right?
Ah,
Where should I clean? In the mind only.
in the mind only.
Mind
That's the only instrument available right now.
that's the only instrument. So the object has appeared in the mind.
Yes.
Which object? The object to whom I am speaking. I could have spoken to everyone in the same way.
Yes.
But what will happen is because of distortion, I will talk to Bhatt in one way, I will talk to Lata in another way, I'll talk to my wife in another way, I'll talk to my friend in another way. Even though they are the same objects, having same eyes, same ears, same nose, same tongue, same cheek, same hair, everything is same.
Mm.
But still, what is stored in the mind is not proper awareness.
Mm.
So the wisdom is only laukika. It is not adhyatmika, or there is no paramarthika.
Mm.
Vyavaharika only I have that awareness. So what I should develop?
Oh, can you say again? Wisdom is only
Laukika or the Vyavaharika.
Wisdom is only laukika.
See, I have read something. I come and explain.
Mm.
I speak very well.
Mm.
All that is Vyavaharika. Am I aware of what I am speaking?
1 minute. Laukika and Vyavaharika are different things. Huh? Both are same. Na?
Both are same.
Okay.
Either we can call it as alaukika
So
and
I am
laukika.
dealing with the distorted image is Vyavaharika.
Correct. So all
And if I deal, that is means, okay, Laukika Vyavaharika. If I deal the same thing without Vyavaharika, means I am not in the Prapanchika, that five information, sense information coming to me is of no use. Or maybe, yeah, it may be okay, but the processing is wrong. Information coming is okay, it's coming pure. Some sound as sound, image as image, something is coming in. But processing, I am making a mistake.
correct.
The painting of that picture, what I do inside my mind, is based on the brush called my gunas.
Correct.
So I should not paint it.
Yes. So
If I don't paint it, what I see, I don't have to. I have to process that information only for the purpose of my living. That means I am walking now. In front of there is a snake. Okay, my information is snake is there. Vyavaharika it is right. Let me take some other path or go back.
that's all. So
Correct. Now that's all. I have to use it for only up to the need basis. Need is nothing but the nature has already given us all that need requirements and be within that limit.
So So now the second example, right? What I just now narrated, what Lata is saying is that if you are in awareness, then you will not feel anything. That is 100% true, because there is no going nor there is coming. There is no person at all. There is no expectation at all. You are satisfied because awareness, if you are in that awareness, there is no dissatisfaction. See, the reason I went to meet him is that there is a dissatisfaction already with the current situation. Or I have given into my friend's request, which is again a distortion. You got the point? So what Lata is saying is right. I lost the awareness. So what it really means is that I became unconscious rather than conscious.
Yes, unconscious about that, and my mind is full of worldly things.
So now what happened is it started oscillating.
I will add one more thing here, Vilas, just for the convenience of discussion. Pure conscious and now distorted conscious. And there is something called absent-minded. You know that when you are discussing with people, suddenly they don't have a conscious stage. They also don't have this attention focus related discussion, worldly. They are in the another stage,
which is unconscious. So there are
but
three.
If it is unconscious, then how the body mind will work?
No, you have the body conscious, the life consciousness exists.
Okay, got it.
The mental consciousness is not there.
Yes, mentally you are just resting. No, it's not resting.
You are
It's
gone,
absent-minded.
meaning the mind has gone away somewhere.
Yes.
See, while you are talking, I am thinking something else. So when I am
Yes.
saying I am thinking, what I mean is that the sight, the sound and taste and touch and smell are no longer accessible to the mind.
Correct.
Because that place is used by something else.
Yeah. This brain CPU is processing something else internally.
So now he will neither hear, and that's the reason after some time the person will ask, what did you say?
Yeah, this happens generally.
Right. And then if he is seeing, then the eyes are dilated. The other person says that, what are you looking?
Correct.
Or where are you looking? Why are you looking lost?
Yeah, so which means when somebody is looking at us through their eyes, we can make out about their conscious level.
Right. Yes.
And also the face, right? Facial.
Yes, absolutely. No.
It happens, I have observed like this. When our stakeholder comes, they come with the jet lag, especially from US, Switzerland when they come. And if they have energy, full attention and they will listen. If they have no energy, it is just okay, go to next stage. And you know that they are not listening and you have to now stop.
Correct. Very correct. Yeah. So that can happen with anyone.
Yeah. So this when you have the full attention, worldly attention, based on your gunas, the transaction happens.
Correct.
Now both sides, if you go to the pure consciousness, it is same, both are same, but here it is. But distorted one is different. Different level of distortion in two minds.
Correct. Because here the awareness is through the mind, whereas that other awareness doesn't require the mind.
Yes. I'm just that's the point here. If other awareness doesn't require mind, so we are doing all this exercise using our mind as an instrument to drop the mind, right?
Yes. So the practice here, whatever we are trying to do, like you went to that Guruvayur temple and you were supposed to do what? You're supposed to watch the breath and only look at that Krishna idol. However, you did the following yesterday. Number one, you said it is a Kerala style.
Yes.
How does it matter? So you already put a label called Kerala.
Yes.
Okay, and you said that that priest is from Kasargod.
Yes.
So you already identified that, right? So it has become distorted.
Yes.
Okay, so what were you supposed to do and what has happened? You were supposed to just watch the Krishna idol and then watch your breath.
Yes.
Now, this was the assignment given to you on Saturday, but the
I have misunderstood.
Yes.
I have misunderstood while taking the assignment itself.
At least
That's
in
the
your
problem.
case, I can there can be a pardon.
Yes.
In my case, there can't be any pardon at all.
No.
Because
you know what it should be.
I know what it should be, but yet I have ensured that I will not do it.
Hmm.
So I again became a distorted consciousness.
Yes.
If I had stopped, meaning if the mind had stopped. So when my friend called me saying that, I want you to come to this place, what I should have asked to
First
myself.
question is whether it is convincing to you that why you are going. If it is convincing, you will go.
No, I should have asked these two questions. Is it beneficial to that person? First thing.
Yes.
And I have not spoken to that person. Neither. So I should have asked my friend, is it beneficial, my visit over there? Is it beneficial for your friend?
Yeah.
And if it's yes, then what is that we are going to discuss?
Yes.
How it is going to benefit?
Correct.
Number 2, is it going to be beneficial for me?
Yes.
If either one is wrong, if the answer comes no, then there's no point in doing that.
I agree with you, Vilasa. This is from the worldly. We are unnecessarily getting attached because of our weakness. Our weakness is this.
The weakness here, but as what I understood on Saturday, is dissatisfaction with the current situation.
Yeah. I would like to share one example. Yesterday's mine. Yesterday, that my guru, that Vasan, I'll be layout Veda teacher. He told me, please create one Zoom meeting. He doesn't ask anything. He says, I will manage from old whatever you sent. That's an International Yoga Day today. So yesterday evening, that the person who is teaching that yoga to us, he wanted to speak. He's in the US now. That person is gone to US, that Gopal Guruji. He is an ex-government person. So, and he wanted to address people. And he wanted Zoom meeting because I have that account with me, paid one. Can you make it available? I said, okay. Somehow, nowadays, I don't give importance for that. I forgot. I was very busy with the stakeholder related yesterday discussion. Then evening he asked me, I think this was day for yesterday. Yesterday evening he asked me, is it done? Then I said, okay, I will do it. Then I created one account, I gave it to him. And I just thought when I gave account and people join, sometimes what happens is without the admin allowing inside, people cannot come. I never wanted that problem. So I just joined sharp 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is, 7:30 to start. 7:30 to 8:30 talk. I joined, then I decided, because always it was a huge attraction for me, such things. I decided, same question I asked, what is that I'm going to do if I join this one? He will talk, I will listen. Then he will ask me to practice, which is not there in my list today that I should practice those things. Number 2, 1 hour if I do that, my stress level will be high because I have office related work. If I do that, I'll be relaxed. That time I can use for my own purpose. So as soon as they joined, my Prabhakar Guruji, Dr. Prabhakar was there, he was there, and all 3 Gurujis were there, Trimurtis. And and people are yet to join for that listening. Immediately I have told, I have another important meeting. I will, give this this admin to my that Vasan Guruji, and he will manage. And recording, he will click the button and recording will happen. If interesting, I may watch later. This is what I have told. Then I just came out. Then I forgot about that till today. That means a huge change in my that wants or need.
Correct.
I have understood. Then I have decided future if anything is there, I have no interest there.
Right. So that should
It's a
have.
big change.
Yes, that's very good. Appreciated. That is how it
Uh-huh.
should be. See, now what did you do? You became aware.
Yes.
You applied wisdom, prajna.
And this wisdom, prajna, so called, where is that? It's in our mind?
Yes.
Or it's a part of my awareness?
No. Wisdom is part of awareness only. It is there. It becomes aware. So it can have a wrong wisdom, wrong knowledge, or it can have the right knowledge.
Uh,
So that is the reason it is called avidya.
mm.
You have to replace it with vidya. So
Yes.
when we say jnana,
Mm.
what is the jnana all about? When we say jnana marga, what it really means? You are able
Jnana,
to
go ahead.
you are able to see everything without distortion.
Yes.
At present, we are seeing everything with ajnana.
Yes.
So we are seeing the world with distortion. Now you will be seeing world without distortion.
Mm.
So without distortion is the name and form.
Mm.
Without distortion is without name and form.
Mm.
So then what you see? As it is. What is as it is? Without naming conventions.
Mm.
So there is no raga, there is no dvesha, there is no moha.
Mm.
Moha will come when you name something and attach a value to it.
Mm.
See, going with my friend to that place was most valuable.
Mm.
So the wisdom went away.
Mm.
Because there was no awareness. Incidentally, for awareness also prajna is used.
Yes.
For knowledge also prajna is used. Or wisdom also prajna is used.
Correct.
And jnana can also be used for knowledge.
Mm.
Jnana can also be used for wisdom.
Mm.
But for awareness, it's always prajna.
Mm.
So, in Kannada also, when we use the word, we say in prajna ilva.
Mm.
Meaning, are you not aware?
Mm.
Why can't you be aware? Or why are you lost?
Yes.
So, even though we use these words, we don't know what it really means.
Mm.
What it means is that you know
Mm.
what should be done and what should not be done.
Yes.
So when I do action which shouldn't be done, but I yet to do it,
Mm.
it leads to downfall.
Mm.
Because I don't know the reality.
Mm.
I've forgotten the reality. So what is the reality? Reality is you are one single undivided consciousness,
Mm.
which I have forgotten. Theoretically, I know,
Yes.
but practically, I don't know. So how should I know? I am the light in the room. I should practice in that way, which is what Lata did for 2 days last year.
Mm.
I think that's the only time she did, I think so. What do you say, Lata?
Yeah, that way I have done it only for that. Those 2 days, yes, you're right.
And after that, she became very complacent because she felt that, now I got it.
Correct.
But she got on that day what I was saying. That is the awareness. So what you should get, but is the same awareness that there is nobody who is walking, there is nobody who is talking, there is nobody who is sleeping, there is nobody, nothing is happening.
It's all me only.
No, there is no movement.
Mm.
You are still.
You are still, everything is moving.
Huh.
And and funny thought came. I think that time I was planning to go to Germany or something. I said wondering, who is going and what is it that we are doing? As it looked so foolish at that moment of time.
Yes. So there is neither the seer nor the seen.
Yeah, correct. And I distinctly remember I was always smiling for those 4 days.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether I was physically smiling, but that smile was there. I was not able to wipe it off.
Maybe from that day, Lata's Raga Dvesha is reduced, right?
That day it reduced.
Uh,
Only that
From
day
that
it
day
reduced.
that day it reduced. It's not that it is now reduced. Yeah, but then there's a difference. So there is a different person before and a different person afterwards. There is a difference. I can't deny that.
That is true.
But then Raga Dvesha has not reduced. Maybe the intensity has reduced. The frequency has reduced, but it is still there. Intensity and frequency has reduced. Not only because of that instance, but also because of many things I have done before. And also we are doing now also. But it's not completely gone. No? So it is like an escape velocity. I consider it as an escape velocity. You just went that side and saw the glimpse and came back. But you have to really be there always. That is not there. So that escape velocity is very high. We need to have. So then only you reach there. So, but at least it is like you have reached a state like Tattvamasi. So somebody has told you, you are that. Right? Now it has to become Aham Brahmasmi, or that one has not happened. So at least you know there is something which all these people are talking about, and that is true. Otherwise, it is till that time it's not clear, right? So it is not. You don't know. Is there something like that, or simply people are telling? It is like escapism. It is very close to escapism if you look at Vedanta, right? You just try to disown your body, your mind, this, that, and then you all think that okay, it is a kind of an escapism. If you don't, if you have not that experience, you will get that question. That you are trying to, and also trying to brainwash your mind. All that feeling will come. So, all this, so if you really go the theoretical Vedanta and philosophy, it looks like brainwashing only. Really brainwashing. If you look from that perspective, like us. We are educated, we have good intelligence and all, and you are able to understand the concepts, the complex concepts are also you are able to understand. You sit and listen and you feel it is like brainwashing. Exactly like brainwashing. Or it looks like psychology. That's all. So you feel like that. And then unless and until you get some kind of experience to prove to you whoever you is saying, you will not be able to 100% believe and have faith. You need to have a special mindset to have that kind of faith. So if you don't have that faith, if you get it for yourself, then there is nothing. No, you are standing based on your own thing. So the faith will become unshaken. So that's a difference, but that doesn't do anything actually. That is only just one small step. That doesn't mean that nothing needs to be done anymore. All the practices, all those things, whatever Bert is telling you is also applicable for me.
And also for me.
Yeah, right. Till the time. So you are still in that snare of sensuality. It is still holding. Some claws are holding. It is not fully detached. So anytime you can be fully pulled back here.
Pulled back and eaten live.
Eaten live. And it is very difficult to go back. And then you feel that you also feel that. Yeah, correct. And you feel your mind is under your control. It is not. It's just
Actually,
jumps
mind
around.
is not in our control. That is a problem. Real problem. We think it is within our control.
Yeah, it is not in our control. So it comes, the things and thoughts and all will come. But how you react to that is in our control. If you are aware, that's the only thing we can do. Other things will come. It will keep on coming because that is what you are. That is the impressions and vasanas you have stored. So it will come. It will keep on coming up. That you can't stop. But that's why the awareness is important. So then you have an opportunity to decide how you want to react to it. So then you have a chance of subsiding that or removing the energy of that particular samskaras or vasanas. This is my understanding.
That is correct. See, that one thing I and you and everybody have to recognize is that you have the energy. You
Yes.
equals energy.
And you are putting that energy to those thoughts and then it will work. You have that control on that part.
Yes, either if you give that, it will manifest. If you don't give
Yes.
that, it will not manifest.
Right. So it is in your that you should recognize. But then we are so much engrossed in our own mind, or we run with the mind, so you miss it. So it will take us, mind will take us like a monkey wherever.
Yeah.
And once the energy is given, right? You see, once it starts coming into the conscious mind, it has gained energy. Then you become aware. You can't do anything about it. It has to play out. There's no choice. You can helplessly watch.
Can I also use this way? If it is convincing to you that this is world life has got no relevance, then spiritual journey is easy. Again, this is a mental exercise. Because that is not convinced to us, right?
Yeah,
Even if we read all that.
That is correct. So you intellectually agree. But in your basic nature of your mind, it is not sunk in.
Yes.
So whatever you do, you will come back to that worldly thing. It's very difficult. That's the reason it is very difficult and you hardly find any people walking on this path and very less people getting realized and so on and so forth. But that's the way it is. So the mind is a combination of all those things which you have stored. And that will keep coming up. That you can't stop. So only thing is you can not provide energy to it if you are aware.
Yeah.
And the moment you are not aware, it will come up and it will play its tandava and then go. It will go. For sure it will go. But it will play out.
See, I'll give you another live.
Yes.
I'll give another live example, but one person is having a cap and some kind of dress. Another person is having a vibhuti and he has a different kind of attire. What would I see?
When I see that, it did not create any impression in our mind.
No, that is fine. That is fine. So now I can either pretend that intellectual, what she is talking about, right? I can pretend I have not seen.
Yep.
But it will attract, yes.
But I have seen.
Yes.
Right? Is there a possibility at that very moment to be aware that there is no dress, there is no attire? Can I really see like that?
It's equivalent to I am not processing that information inside.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. So you even this also I know intellectually. I'm telling intellectually. It doesn't mean that I am practicing always. It is very subtle point. Unless and until you observe long and understand, you will not get this. Actually, in an experiential way. But still, in spite of knowing all this, still I miss
Yes. So while I travel from this Whitefield to my home, especially when it comes to Kiarpuram, there is a stop. All vehicles are stopping. So when I see people walking, what should I see? What do you say?
You should see yourself walking with your current experience.
Yes, that is the best. Worst, at least worst case, what I should see?
At least you should feel compassion to all of them.
No. That is even more higher. Worst case, what should I see?
Worst case, you should see all GVs walking.
No, I should see Annamaya Kosha only.
Okay, that way.
They are Anna only, no?
Yeah, that is true. They are Annas only. All of us are Anna only. Yes.
But you see, I don't see it.
Right, you don't see. You see people, you see what I said.
Yes, so I see the colors, I see the shape, I see the texture, I see the dress they are wearing, and I keep on recognizing it.
Gone.
And yet intellectually I know that is wrong.
Yes. There's a huge difference. Intellectual and the intellect will come and block you. The problem also is when Vilas gave me that exercise, I did not know what to expect. I had no clue what is it supposed to happen because I never asked, he never explained. He just said, you do this. So I just blindly did what he said without knowing. So it opened up. Now if I try to do the same thing, it will not work. 100% it will not work. Because subconsciously since I had that experience, it has created a deep impression in me, it is stored. But it is now of no use actually. So now when I try to do the same thing, walking from one room to another room, I know already, okay, I had that experience, so I'll expect that experience to happen and it will never happen. So that is the problem with the intellect. So it will come and block you at every moment, every point of time. And so knowing in depth in this way what I talked is also a kind of
Intellectual.
problem. It's a problem, it's an obstacle.
Correct. So, but I keep on observing on the street. Of 1 hour, 45 minutes of watching, 28 minutes is the only time I see them as whatever I should see. The remaining time will be human beings. And out of the 28 minutes, 11 minutes only I see them as consciousness. That's the state of my affair.
Yes. I think we should not feel discouraged. Even the very advanced yogis also, the samadhi level and all they can manage. They can maintain for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. That's all. That's only possible. Unless you're a super yogi.
So whatever the time you are able to touch that,
Yes.
that is the spiritual benefit.
Yes, so
Correct.
in that 11 minutes, I don't have anyone. And in next,
Jagrata avastha, purnatva and shunyatva together.
yes. So in the next, I rarely have a 30 minute out of 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, so now after minusing 11 minutes, the 19 minutes, I see them as body rather than any person being there. The remaining time, which is more than a hour, will go in unnecessary things. Somebody will speak to me in the cab, then that whole deflection happens. Then I get engrossed with that talk. Over. Awareness gone. Then after that, I totally forget about what I was supposed to be doing in the cab. If sitting in the cab and doing is such a problem, you see what happens in the office, where every now and then somebody is going to disturb you with something or the other. So the mind gets deflected all the time. The mind has to be stilled. So going to office and doing this is most difficult. So that's the reason I think Padma Shri used to say that somebody has to go, leave their home and go to forest or somewhere and sit.
Yeah, that also depends on your mindset, right?
Exactly.
So if you don't have that kind of mindset, even you go sit inside the forest, you'll be still thinking about office and all that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
For example, you take 2 weeks leave and go sit in the forest. Somebody like me or Padma Shri, who is so much attached to their work, they will be sitting, okay. It naturally comes about IOM or 800XA or such kind of things will come. The work related stuff will come in your mind. Then what's the point in sitting in the forest? You can as well sit in the office only, right?
Correct.
At least you get paid for that.
So the word what you use naturally comes. That natural should go away.
Exactly. So that is what the struggle is.
Yes. So
And
we will
that's what
continue
is-
tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah. Now it's
I have
9:25.
some meetings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Thank you. Very nice discussion today.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Good
Okay,
day.
bye.
Good day to both of you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.